Hello, how are things? How are you getting on? How are you? I'm here today with a very special topic and a very special guest. I'll be talking all of Chelsea's recent transfer rumours and what's going to happen over the next few days before the deadline. But I also have got the English Fabrizio Romano here with me. So, Oeben, if you want to introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Oeben. I go by the name Even Hill. I love Chelsea, big Chelsea fan. Try to get my hands on anything Chelsea. I'll be discussing a very interesting topic with my friend JimmyJamJamesyCFC tonight. Yeah, there you go.
Good stuff, good man. So yeah, I'll have a link to his Twitter or his X in the bio of the video as well. So go check him out. Yeah, he's got a few good connections now, so he's much more in the know about all of our transfers that are coming up over our hopeful transfers coming up over the next few days. So I suppose Oben will start with the one that seems to be gathering the most pace is Garnacho. You're telling me that it was 95% done. What's the most recent update you know on it, or where on the motorway down to London is Garnacho at the moment?
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, I'm 100% sure Garnacho is on his way to London right now. He's packed his bag, he's on his way to London. I tweeted him not long ago, and this is 100%. Then I told you it was 95%. Now it's 100% done. Garnacho to Chelsea. He's on his way to London, and medical is booked for Friday.
Say, here we go. Claim it. Official scoop. Here it is.
100%, brother.
Here first. I've made it no secret that I'm not a fan of Garnacho, but if he's literally on the motorway, I can't leave Ireland and get over there quick enough to block the road, so he's on the way there. Is it 32 million in add-ons, or what's the package? Because I know we were like battling back and forth with United for ages on the transfer fee. So what looks like is going to be the agreed price for him?
Yep, the transfer fee is £32 million. Total package, add-on everything is £40 million.
Okay, grand job, perfect. And so look, I suppose he's going to come in, and this is very strongly linked to another player we're going to say leave pretty soon as well to come in on the left-hand side. When he comes in, Oben, then do you think like he'll be our go-to starter? Do you think it'll be Gittins? Do you think Neto playing the left? Like, how do you think Garnacho is going to fit into the team?
Okay, I think this is the plan. Neto and Esteval, we have to battle for the right, and then Garnacho and Gittins will have to battle for the left hand. As it is at the moment, as the way it is, Garnacho has more Premier League experience compared to that of Gittins. So I think in one or two matches, then Garnacho is going to come in. If he hits the ground running, then that's fine. It's going to be a starter. I promise you 100%.
Do you think spending 55 million on Gittins in that case to be a backup left winger is a bit like, if it was for me, fair enough bringing Garnacho, but I think bringing a starter like Garnacho who has a Premier League experience or Gittins and maybe keep Tyrique George, or do you think we're better off having Gittins and Garnacho to compete against each other? So that's the best way to go.
Okay, so this is the sad news about the Chelsea team at the moment. There is no backup player. There is no promised starter. If you could look at all the space in Chelsea team at the moment, you've got one person coming for the other, another person coming for the other. There's no preference for anyone. If João Pedro is not doing well in the number 9, then Delap is going to come in. If Xavi comes in, and if Palmer switched off the way he did last season, Xavi is going to take up the starting role. So there is no promised starting role for anyone. Nobody.
Except Robert Sanchez. He'll always start. Yeah.
I tell you, for Robert Sanchez, the only thing keeping Robert Sanchez is because he's a good stopper. He's a good shot stopper. Then for the leg is a second. I mean, for playing the football, yeah, that's the second thing you can think about for goalkeepers, not the main priority. And that is why he always comes above Jorgensen. For Jorgensen is not a very great shot stopper compared to Sanchez. And that's why Sanchez has had the number 1 spot. Not for more reasons.
Did you see West Ham's goal at the weekend? His shot stopping.
Oh, yeah. I said Sanchez didn't make any attempt to dive. He didn't make any attempt to dive. But the sad truth is that he's come out of his line. He's out of his line. I wouldn't blame Sanchez 100%.
Yeah, fair.
I wouldn't blame Sanchez 100%. Kudos to Caicedo, but I would blame him for that. If Paqueta was closed down, he wouldn't shoot from that range.
Yeah.
Now to think me and you are Sanchez, the first thing that will come to my mind is, oh, Caicedo is not going to let him do that.
Mm.
I'm not going to run back. Caicedo is not going to let him do that. Caicedo was free. He wasn't tracking anybody. So sometimes we have to understand and, appreciate what we have in our team. Trust me, sometimes. Because if Rob Sanchez was the goalkeeper for PSG on the World Cup final, trust me, we would say the same thing. We would blame him for some of the stuff. But look how he is.
Yeah, fair. We're not here to give off on Sanchez. We're here to give off on Garnacho. But Garnacho, he's on the way. Should be done dusted. Do you reckon it'll be announced tomorrow before the game against Fulham, or how soon do you think?
Garnacho's medical is Friday. 100% is going to have his medical on Friday. Maybe it will be introduced. Maybe it will be introduced at the bridge on Saturday. I can't tell. Maybe. No plans for that yet, but I can tell you 100% medical has been booked for Friday.
Okay, very good. I'll hope and pray until Friday that something goes awry and he doesn't get signed, but it looks like he's coming. What can you do? Then onto signing, I'd be slightly more happy about is Simmons. So is Simmons, like, what's holding back Simmons coming in? Like, is he also on the same motorway with Garnacho, or is it still a bit behind?
To be honest, Simmons is, it's not a difficult thing to do. There is an agreement in place. I think the only thing now is getting off one of Jackson and Christopher. Most importantly, Christopher. If Christopher could leave today, I promise you, Simmons is going to come in. And to some extent, it's not about the fee. It's just about the vacuum that Christopher and Jackson is covering at the moment. So if we can move on from one of them, then Simmons is coming 100%. And like I've said earlier, Fermin Lopez is not a problem getting Simmons. Fermin Lopez is just an option exploring. We're just exploring an option for Fermin Lopez to add to the team. If there is an opportunity to sign Fermin Lopez, it's not going to stop Chelsea from getting Xavi Simmons. That's it.
Right. That's going to say next is Fermin Lopez, because I don't know, I just had work yesterday, the day before, and his name popped out of absolutely nowhere. And I had no idea, was he like an alternative to Simmons, what the story was. But like you were saying to me there before we started, he's more like of the kind of the holding back, like breaking to the box, or is he more like the Palmer role, or where does Lopez fit into the team?
Lopez is not the natural EMF. It's not gonna play. It's not gonna play the Palmer role. Maybe he's not gonna play the Palmer role. I believe he's gonna play more of the Fernandes role. I'm not sure he's gonna play the Palmer role. He can't play the Palmer role. It's not a creative midfielder to what Chelsea would want. It's not that creative to what Chelsea would want. He's not gonna play the Palmer role. If anyone is going to come in to play the Palmer role, it's going to be Xavi Simmons.
So you're saying that, so Lopez could be backup to Fernandes, and you're kind of explaining to me before that, like, we'll have our back three with Caicedo kind of inverting.
Yeah.
Caicedo.
Yeah, we could see that happen in the season. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I don't know. I know nothing about Lopez. I didn't even know the man existed until 48 hours ago. So like he could be.
To be honest, there are a lot of news and all of that. Chelsea only made inquiry. They only made inquiry just to know the situation and all of that. Just exploring, window shopping.
I think, literally, once there's any mention of a player being linked with Chelsea, I think there's people out there doing their Photoshop, getting their head onto the Chelsea jerseys and everything, being like, "Oh, here he comes," They get
that's the way it is, because when it comes to transfer, it is so easy to talk about Chelsea and all of that. See what Arsenal spent in the past 10 years. They spent more than Chelsea, but then the topic of the news on transfer budget and all of that is still Chelsea.
Yeah,
but then. What can you do? You're big,
Yeah, on the topic of Arsenal, fuck Arsenal. They like Madueke, Havertz, Jorginho. Thanks for the money.
No, Arsenal is not going to go anywhere with Madueke. No.
I love him. I loved the captain of Mandem FC, but like he wasn't.
No, it's not a guy, because I can tell you now, Saka is out. Now Madueke has to play consistently, innit?
Yeah.
So tell me, what can Madueke do?
score a hat-trick against Wolves. And
As
nothing
well.
else. Nothing else.
Unfortunately, there is no Obama to create the hat-trick now.
Yeah.
So
I think man, he's not consistent. He has like 3 good games in the season. 3 good games out of like 35, he's not good enough. So don't know. But anyway, moving on from all the players we're looking to sign to all the players we're looking to get rid of. And I suppose the top 2 on that list is Jackson and Nkunku. You kind of mentioned it there. For Simmons to come in, it near enough relies a lot on Nkunku leaving, doesn't it? Like, where's most likely place for him to go? Loan or obligation to buy, or what's the story?
I think for Nkunku, the best is to go permanent transfer, and that's what Chelsea want. For Jackson, we can still take for Jackson a loan with obligation to buy. For Nkunku, what Chelsea is looking for is a permanent transfer. Leipzig are open to take it, but like I said earlier, it's all about the transfer fee. If Leipzig are able to take Nkunku, then it's a win-win for Leipzig and Chelsea as well. But I think Nkunku is going to go because there are offers on ground for Nkunku to leave permanently, while Chelsea is just exploring the best option for him. The player is open to leaving because he wants first in football as well. So it's a win-win for both the players, the team, and those who, the suitors as well. But like I said, Chelsea is just exploring the best options. Nkunku is going to leave. Jackson is going to leave.
Do you think Jackson is more likely going to Bayern, Newcastle, Aston Villa, Wrexham?
Yeah, I think Jackson is likely going to go to Bayern because Newcastle and Aston Villa are waiting for the deadline to do something cheap. And I'm very sure Chelsea doesn't do such business. They can buy on deadline, but they will never sell on deadline, except they want to loan to you on deadline. They don't Chelsea don't cheap on deadline. They would rather keep and pay the wages. They would not pay. They would not sell to you on deadline. No way. So I think Jackson is rather going to Bayern Munich on loan with obligations to buy. And this evening, I think Bayern Munich is trying to put up a 65 million euros for obligation to buy and 50 million loan deal. So, I mean, if it could come to 65 million altogether, Chelsea might look at that and, let him go. And then we can go after Xavi Simons while we work on Nkunku. Like I said, Tyrique George will be.
Oops, I think Oeben has disconnected here. You'll be able to join the chat back in again. Oh, never mind, you're back.
Yeah, sorry, man.
They're grand. No, we're still good, so keep going.
Yeah, like I said, Tyrique George is going to go to Roma. There is 90% probability he's going to Roma.
My boy, he's gone.
Yeah, unfortunately he has to, but I think there is going to be a buyback clause on it and a 40% clause on it. So on that part, I think Chelsea is doing a very big business on that part. For Tyrique George, I do not see Tyrique George as the natural winger. He's good with his feet. He's short, heavy, and I love that. But I've not seen him as the winger who would punish the defenders and all of that. If you watch Jamie Gittins, you could figure there is something in there. If you watch Garnacho, you could figure there is something in there. Tyrique George is not fast. He's not got the pace. The dribbles are not there. Really,
you're breaking my heart, man. You're breaking my heart.
But we have to be sincere. This is football. It's not. We have to save the emotions and be sincere. I see all of the backlash when Uoma scored the goal for Liverpool, and then I said to people, look, before the goal, what exceptional thing have you seen this guy do on the pitch on that side? After the goal, what exceptional thing did you see him do? I will score that goal myself, brother. If we have to be sincere with ourselves. Tyrique George will score the goal. Madueke will score the goal. But the standard that Chelsea wants, is for you, if you're calm enough, if you're happy to learn, if you're open to grow, Chelsea is happy to keep you. And, I think Madueke wouldn't have been sold if he's open to growth.
Yeah.
Because I feel Madueke is not open to growth. He feels he's there already.
Oh,
not open to go.
he thinks he should be on the Ballon d'Or list. Like he thought he was it. Yeah.
Yeah. Because anything that could make you go drag, in a team, of football team, yeah, some players like Caicedo, they know what to do when it comes to, oh, look, this is not my part. This is Copama's part. This is not my part. This is Joao Pedro's part. You could be surprised. We got a penalty, and Liam Delap is picking the ball to give to Estevio. Oh, Estevio, you're better off playing this. That is what you call a team, because people know the strength and all of that. When the issue happened with the Kopama penalty and Jackson and Madueke was dragging with him,
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that to happen.
Yeah, I know.
Estevio had the ball against AC Milan. Was it AC Milan? Yeah, he had the ball. But it felt like, oh, Liam Delap needs the goal.
Remember that? Yeah.
The guy came and gave it to him. It's
Yeah.
nothing to do with maturity. It just had to do with knowing your place. It has to do with knowing that, oh, this guy is better at this. I can learn, I can grow to this level. So when you see players like that,
Yeah, I know.
I think the guy wants to leave. Yeah, let him go.
Yeah, let him go and warm the bench.
We've got this guy coming from Sporting. We've got Kendry. We got Kendry at Strasbourg. Come in. Why harden then? Let him go if he wants to go.
Yeah, fair, true. So yeah, that's most of it. That's Jackson. That's Nkunku. That's Tyrique George.
Okay.
Another question I ask you is, what the hell is going to happen with Raheem Sterling?
Oh, Raheem Sterling is crazy at the moment. He doesn't want to go to Saudi. He's got offer from Saudi, but he doesn't want to go. He doesn't want to go to some leagues, to be honest.
Yeah, he wants to stay in London, I think.
Yeah, he wants to stay in London. He wants to stay in London. And the problem now, I think Fulham is assessing him. But
yeah, I saw a link before, yeah.
Yeah, but let's see what happens.
Yeah, because I watched Fulham against Man United, and like they didn't seem like they needed a slow, overpaid mid-30s Raheem Sterling. Like, I thought they had enough going forward, but unless the squad depth.
When I talk about assessing, what they are looking at is the wage. Can I break down the wage? I mean, the wage has always been the problem. If not for the wage, I mean, Chelsea would have found a team for him.
Absolutely, yeah, true.
Yeah.
Who is the smallest team in London he could go to? I know there's Brentford. Would he go to West Ham? Is there anyone else in London that would look at him like?
I think if your Wisa end up going to Newcastle, then he could go to Brentford.
Yeah, maybe.
Because
hopefully.
I think at the moment, Newcastle is going to be in a mess if we sell Jackson to Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
Then they are going to be left with Larsen. And now Wolves is not ready to sell Larsen. And I can tell you, Wolves might be playing with relegation this season because they've been selling without buying.
Oh, they will. They absolutely will, yeah. I did my predictions video and I had them to get relegated. Al-Nouri and Cunha gone, and maybe Larsen. And they haven't played anybody.
I can tell you, West Ham is not going to suffer like this for long. They're going to get better because they are pressing so well.
And they're pressing
so well. They're pressing so well. I don't think they're going to suffer so much.
Yeah.
They're not going to suffer so much for long. But I think Wolves might be going relegation.
You have faith in Graham Potter?
Not Graham Potter, but the style they are playing. They are pressing so well. Trust me. It was easy for Chelsea because we mastered how to play out from pairs, the same way we did with PSG. I would want to do another video with you when another big team plays West Ham, and you could see maybe 2-1 or 1-1, or maybe 0-0, or maybe West Ham winning 1-0. I'll come back to this video and do it again.
No problem.
They are pressing so well. It was easy for Chelsea because Chelsea has mastered out. I'm so eager to play Barcelona and Arsenal now. I'm looking forward to play Arsenal. I want to play that against the pressing. Arsenal presses a lot against Chelsea. I want to see the pressing, the first half pressing that they do. I want to see how we play out against the pressing and all of that.
I'm scared to play Arsenal. I won't
100%. I'm not scared to play Arsenal.
Fair. I'd be hopeful. Sure. I remember, it was 2 years ago. We drew with them 2-2. I can't remember last year, but yeah, we should be okay. Sure, half their team will be injured by the time it comes around to the night. And their only threat is Madueke, and we know that's no threat. Yeah, but that's it. Is there any other transfer news or anything else you have besides kind of what we
Yeah,
discussed. Are they the main ones?
I think Rodrigo is gonna stay back in Real Madrid. Rodrigo is
Yeah,
gonna stay back. Yeah. Um, for Donnarumma, I think Donnarumma is gonna go to Manchester City if Ederson can move on, which is very likely now. Very, very likely. Very, very likely. I think
and do you
Ederson is gonna
think
move on.
they keep James Trafford? Do they send him on loan, or like
No,
what do
no,
they
no.
do?
James Rashford is not going on loan. They are gonna keep him.
And start Donnarumma, have Donnarumma starting player, starting
Yeah,
goalkeeper.
no, no. Donnarumma is gonna start, obviously. The only problem I think Donnarumma would encounter is playing the football. He could have some problems with Guardiola because at the moment I think Guardiola himself is having developing some problems
Yeah, he's a
because
bit mental.
yeah, I think he's developing some problems. And during the season, if things doesn't work out, he might have to be looked at, to be honest. Let's see how it
Yeah,
goes. But I do
yeah.
feel for him. I do feel for him.
Yeah. My only other question on that is: do you think we should have got in for Donnarumma, or would you rather Sanchez?
Now we stick with Robert Sanchez. You want me to talk about it?
Yeah, go on if you want.
Okay. One of the reasons that Robert Sanchez has so much, compatibility with the team. You know, it is very difficult for the goalkeeper to have, an understanding with the attackers, to have a communication, a relationship with attackers. They have their best relationship with defenders. If you could look at the relationship between Peter Cech and John Terry, Alex, Carvalho, they have
Yeah,
strong bond, and Ashley Cole, they've got strong bond because what what they do in the old-fashioned football is to play around your defenders. But now you want a goalkeeper who can play with the press as well. While look at the second goal for Chelsea against PSG. It was set up by Rob Sanchez.
yeah,
If you notice for the preseason and two matches Chelsea have played in Premier League this season, Rob Sanchez is not just doing the side pass anymore. He's doing some long passes, long clean passes. So there is a bond already. You don't want to break that bond, brother.
I'll
You don't
take
want to
your word
break
for it.
it. Yeah,
I'll
you don't
take
want to
your word
break
for
it.
it.
Rob Sanchez is a good shot stopper. One of the things that messes this guy up is the passes. But now Maresca is being able to work with him. What's his name? Carvalho is working with him, and things are working well with his foot to some point.
Mm,
With the press of PSG, he only made one or two mistakes in 90 minutes. Things are getting better with him. Things are getting better with him. Like I said, I wouldn't blame him 100% for the West Ham goal. No way. No way. No, no. Trust me. No goalkeeper wants to concede.
yeah,
No
I get
goalkeeper
that.
wants to concede. We put three past Donnarumma. Arsenal was finding it difficult to put anything past him.
Yeah,
Liverpool was finding it difficult to put anything past him. Even Inter Milan was finding it difficult to put anything past him. Real Madrid was finding it difficult. But we put three past him. And
yeah,
Rob Sanchez wouldn't even get one.
true, true.
Yeah. So
I
it's about building the bond. Trust
I
me,
feel it.
I'll give Rob Sanchez one more year.
I feel like we could spend the next hour talking about Rob Sanchez, but we won't. We'll leave it there because we're probably both getting hungry. So that's kind of it. That's all of our transfer news and stuff. We'll see how it maps out over the next few days. We
Yeah.
could see Garnacho unveil at Chelsea for the game against Fulham. If we do, I might smash my TV, go out and buy another TV, and then watch the rest of the game, and then we'll move on.
Obviously, I don't think he's gonna play or make the match day team, but maybe he would be introduced to the fans
Unveiled,
on
yeah,
the start coverage. Yeah,
half,
unveiled. Yeah,
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 halftime or
yeah,
something. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
No, that's good. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Owen, thanks so much for your time. Like I said, everyone, go check out his Twitter. It'll be linked in the bio. And yeah, thanks so much for coming on and sharing that insight.
No worries, brother. Always,
So, man,
anytime.
cheers,
Yeah.
guys.
Take
Thanks
care,
very
man.
much. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. All the best. Take it handy. Good luck.